We're going to start by putting 1 stick of unsalted butter into our pan and get it browning. While it's doing that, to a pot of boiling salted water, I'm going to add Hoisin stir-fry noodles. I love how these noodles feel when you take them out of the package. They're so fresh feeling and they only take 2 minutes to cook. The reason I'm using the Hoisin stir-fry noodles, quite honestly, is because I ran out of pasta. We eat a lot of pasta in our house and a lot of rice, and I usually always have some. And usually when I don't have any pasta, I'll make some. Well, as it turns out, this time, not only did I not have any pasta in the pantry, but I didn't even have eggs, so I couldn't make any pasta. While the Hoisin noodles are in the pot boiling for the 2 minutes, I've got just this time to go ahead and make my sauce. To my brown butter, I'm going to grate the rind of 2 large lemons. Make sure when you're grating them that you're only taking off the yellow. Don't go all the way down to the white because that is bitter. And we're going to only use the 2 large lemons for the grate itself. I'm going to juice one of those lemons. So I would just suggest with the other lemon, you know what, make some lemonade. Now we're going to add a generous amount of pepper. I don't really measure this. You just want to make it to taste. Because I'm using unsalted butter, I can go ahead and generously add some kosher salt. By generous, I mean, you know, about a teaspoon. I'm going to whisk this around pretty good. And now I'm going to go ahead and add the juice of one of my large lemons. Go ahead and squeeze that really hard. Get all of the juice that you can out of the 2 halves of your lemon. You're going to whisk this juice on in, and I want to go ahead and taste this before adding my noodles. Make sure that all of my seasoning is on point, and if I need to add any more pepper or even any more salt. If you notice, I didn't add any garlic to this. This is the one time I haven't used garlic in a dish. Alright, let's go ahead and bring those noodles over. I'm not going to strain the noodles. Instead, I like taking any pasta that I make and just going directly from my pot into the saucepan. That way it does bring some of that pasta water, the salted pasta water, over into my sauce, which is another reason why I don't need to add a lot of salt to begin with, but also it just helps to coat the noodles in the sauce that I'm cooking it in. So just bring it right on over with your tongs, and then we're going to stir all of this together, and oh my god, it's just already smelling so good and I can't wait for it to be done. Once I get all this all incorporated really well, I'm going to turn the stove off because I don't need anything to continue cooking at this point. And I am going to add some oregano leaves. I'm not going to cut them up. I'm just going to take them right off of the stem and put them in here. The heat from the pasta, the noodles, it's going to get that oregano flavor, you know, going in throughout, so I don't need to continue cooking anything. I definitely don't want to overcook my noodles, so just go ahead and add the oregano if you have it. If you don't have fresh oregano, use dried. If you don't have dried, you know, use any Italian seasoning that you have. Make this yours. Let's get this dinner plated. When I started my pasta water, I also put a few pieces of bread into the toaster oven, buttered, and added, you guessed it, garlic to go with my dinner. Honey, time to eat.
Nice and lemony. Yeah. And it's creamy.
Perfect.
Delicious.
And I just made some garlic bread, toasted garlic bread to go on the side of that. So that's my Asian-Italian fusion for dinner tonight.
That was good.
But this is based off of a recipe that I watched on the Kitchen's new app with Ina Garden. It was my things to do today. And I didn't tell you the best part about dinner. It took me less than 15 minutes to make, and that was because I had to wait on the water to boil and the bread to toast.
Not bad.
Right? Awesome. Make it your thing to do too. Bye.